Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Timberborn. I'm Lavender Mama, and this is the Lavender Tower. Now, this truly unique map, I think, is going to be quite a bit of a challenge for us. How do you think we can do? Well, let's jump in. Alrighty, so in the last episode, we started on the Tower to Metal with our weird ladder stack that they are building in a very interesting manner. We started working on some extra storage for our food because we're not collecting all of it. And yes, I know, y'all were probably yelling at me. I'm complaining we don't have any lumber, but yet this lumberjack is not actually working. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open those two back up. And let's make sure that that is also, yep, all marked for cutting. Good to go. And we also looked at this area over here to try and ease the flooding by blocking off all of the floodgates and this area in the hopes that that would mean that it would ease it out of this one wide tunnel into here so that we can flush bad water a little bit more effectively. We also got a little bit more storage up in here for coffee beans and blueberries. We are starting to see some logs come into this guy right here. We still do not have this, whoops, sorry, a little wingy today. This tapper shack done, which we are attempting to get complete so that we can deal with all of that. What the heck? Why are our mangroves out of water? Stand by. Let's take a peek here. What happened? Like, they are totally in water. I am gonna get started. We do have a drought incoming. We got 2 days until that. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, that must have just been a holdover. I'm not quite certain why that was happening, but it's fixed now. Let's go ahead and get ourselves to a visual layer level that we actually can see our area. That's the only problem with this map, is it's difficult to see if you have all of the layers turned on, but that's all right. It's fine. It's fine. We do have a duder in here who is slowly working on getting some of this stuff done. We will have to get him to plant the rest of that there. Did we end up with a gathering flag over here? This guy over here is not covering all of the mangroves. So we might need to look into another gathering flag. If I put one here, interestingly enough, it'll cover there, it'll cover these guys, but it won't cover anything over there or over here. But that's all right. We'll live. All right, let's think about this a little more judiciously this time. Let's get our items let's see here. We need to start closing this up. We do have this at a 0.95. I think that should do it. Because we've got half a day here. Oh, I paused it. I'm like, why is nothing working? Oh my gosh, guys, it is, oops, oh. It is too early in the morning for me. Let's do that. Huh, interesting. Well, that's working. Kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta. I'm seeing this little notch back here. Does that mean we can get to this mine? We're gonna have to tunnel, aren't we? For that. But we do need some metal so that we can get to sluices and the bad water pump. All right, did we make it impossible for them to get to these? No, we did not. Just checking. All right, looks like we're nice and full there. And there we go. The drought has started, which should mean that should be closed. That should be closed. Those are fine. Okay. All right. We are so far in and we don't even know where our beavers lie priority-wise. What are they working on? So let's, I think they're probably working on the ladder. Which means we need to come all the way over here. Whoa, look at those, the lumber skyrocket. Do we have someone working over here? Yes, we do. We do have a few things prioritized here. Very low. Can we... Oh, look at that. We're almost to the top. We're almost to the top. Very good, very nice. There is a lot of metal up here, so we won't have to worry about metal for a while, thankfully. Look at that. We have made it to the top. We now officially can gather metal. I did see that, like, over here too, we could come up, and that's that one that we can't touch. We could come up here and collect lumber from up here. We also could throw in a forester up here and make it so that we could have another whole area to have trees in. I mean, we are going to, if we look at the map, we are completely filled up here. But that's gonna hold that tower of green, like, in this area until it completely evaporates. And because of the way this is set up, it won't lose any more down the hole. But eventually it will start. But this might clear out the major portion of the bad water that's still in there, which is a good thought. A very nice thought. All right, what do we got for food? We're up to 15K for food. We have kohlrabies, lots of berries, coffee, which we have no use for yet, and cassava. Where do we have cassava planted? Did we plant some down here? We did. Nope, that's all kohlrabies. Where did we plant the cassava that we already have cassava? Did we plant some up here? No, this is all kohlrabi as well. We do need to be looking at the cassava though. So we are going to need to take a section of this and turn it into a cassava area. So we're just going to unplant this section. I'm going to raise these floodgates just a little bit. That should slow that down when we get to the point where I also am going to shut down a few pumps. Because at the moment, we're just holding steady. We do have that one contaminated beaver from the last time. Pause. Okay. It won't let me pause that one. It must have something to do with the stream gauge. Which that's fine. He can keep pumping. He can keep pumping. That's all right. I'm gonna take out these ones that perpetually are not. Actually, I didn't need to take those. I think those would be fine. How are we doing on our metal ladder? I feel like I'm hitting my head on the ceiling. Why can't I go forward? Okay. Let's try... what level is that? Close enough. Whoops. That was the wrong button. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to wing you around like that. We're working towards this level right here. So let's come in here. It won't let me click on that. Some reason there we go. Now maybe we can make it a little easier to see what the beavers are up to. They still haven't built those. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a higher priority on these guys. We do have some planks, so that shouldn't be a problem. All right. There they go. All right. It also would be nice to have tubeways, because that would make this trip up here ever so much faster if we could just build straight up to a level in here and throw in a section. All right, we currently have 7. Oh, I think that our contaminated beaver died of old age. We were coming in here to plant cassava, which isn't quite reached. We might need to come over this way and plant another food dump. I was trying to forestall that and not do that. Oh, hey, our water has run down. Let's see if we can get away with 2 workers. No one in the hauling, no one in the builder's hut. We still have 1.4 days before our... Man, we have all of these beavers not working. Oh wow, look at that. Got all of that in. Oh, Tapper Shack is up and running. Very good, very nice. Because we're gonna need the treated planks. I'm not quite certain why this dude isn't planting these ones. Is it just too dry back there? Oh my gosh. All right, let's make this level come down a little bit so it's a little easier to see. We're slowly over time losing what we've got over here. So let's go ahead and throw some more pine trees in here. So whatever we can get in pine trees will make it easier to handle the... And I think almost at this point we could... We've got enough blueberries elsewhere that I think we definitely could get away with just taking out the blueberries that are here. Woo! Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Drought. Coffee bean store just filling up. I'm almost half tempted to make that one coffee beans. And then this one mango fruit. Because we are eating the mango fruit before we can even store them. Wow, that was quick. They got rid of all that. Too far from district. Uh-oh. 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 Pause. Oh my goodness. All right, let's do that. This guy comes down to 30, which probably means we'll flood everything. Let's try 40. Those ones already opened. All right, let's... Gosh darn it. We hardly use any water in that little drought. We don't have enough beavers to power all these pumps. We currently have 14 jobs that are open. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. We need more beavers. Did we ever get that other... We did. So maybe it is time for another one. It just seems a little excessive to have quite so many breeding pods, but we'll run with it. We still have 6 empty beds, so we're not doing bad there. This guy, I'm gonna pause you. You can go find something else to do. This is starting to get collected. That warehouse is half full already. That is crazy. So let's go ahead and throw in a little bit more cassava. Now, I did have someone mention that evaporation is greater under 6.5. So I am going to up this. They said that if I did up to like 90, that's more water than I really wanted to hold in there, but hey, it's fine. It's fine. We'll live. All right. So let that get going. We do need to open the gear warehouse back up. Water is flowing again, slowly but surely. Did we get water down from here yet? Yes, we did. Starting to get that again. Very good, very nice. I am going to unplant these ones because they can't reach them. We don't actually have anyone working there. You know what? These ones can just stay. Because I'm not going to break off a path for just those. It's not what I meant to do. And we're going to plant this all up with pines. Good to go. That should give us some pine resin at some point here, hopefully. Maybe we just mark this little corner as not for cutting, so that we end up with some trees that aren't always getting cut down. It's not like we need that many, but all right. How are we doing over here? I think we need... take that down to just a touch. I don't think it's really going to do anything because there's the dam's on the other side of there, but that's all right. All right. So it looked like at some point he did plant some of these, but they are not getting reached. Why is that? I would like to know. I have a hard time seeing the water level here. Current depth is 7.1. Okay, that's a good depth. A very good depth. All right. I'm thinking based upon the fact that we are... I am going to pause one of these guys. And I think we're just going to let this back lot over here grow for right now. We've got them working on this grove over here, which will steadily keep us in wood. And we need to get up top by the metal. A lot of little... Huh. Didn't realize there's water right back there. I probably did realize that. Just there's so much going on this map that it's hard to figure out. All right. All right, that did alleviate and give us 2 people who could come up here to work. I'm hoping that that beaver is smart enough to not walk through The water, oh, they are working on the bypass. Very good, very nice. I think we're gonna run into a bit of an issue there, though. I can't see around this stuff very well. That because we've got metal and everything right here. Maybe if I'm trying to figure out, he's got enough to work on for right now. Let's let him clear out some of that. And then we can kind of get a little better lay of land. Same with this lumber. He has to go a very long way to take that lumber away. So I think we're gonna just go ahead and plant a couple of small storages down here. That is not a small storage. Let's do the tiny long piles. And we will go ahead and put one there. And then let's put one right there. Oh, which actually means that then we could put one right on top of it too. Works for me. And then let's go ahead and say this is going to be metal and metal. And this one is going to be logs. And then that will keep them from running so far away to deal with their wares, which I think will be perfect. Absolutely perfect. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. All right, what's the rest of our people doing? See, now this one would be a really good map to do like districts. Like this is all lumber district. And then you've got metal up here, and it would be interesting to see what that looks like. Now, here is where we want to try and get. And I think eventually we will be able to get there. I don't think they can do much more of this without, yeah, too far from district. We kind of need to be able to see what's going on here in order to do this. I'm not quite certain. If we put a ladder right here, we should be able to get down into this area as well. So let's go ahead and do that and kind of set these boys up for, like, where is the bad water going here? I think it's just flowing right off the map right here, but I'm not 100%. And let's just kind of continue our launch this way. We might be able to, oops, not that one. We come straight off of here. That little tree is in the way. Does that make any difference? It does. It does make a difference. All right. We can get to that one now and that one. And then the other side is out of reach. All right, I also think we probably need to install some food and water up here. Yes, it's going to mean that it's very far away for the hauler, but I think it will make a difference in the long run. For the workers that are up here, because they won't be running back down to get food and water. Yes, the food might not be what they want, but we probably can get a little bit here. Let's do kohlrabies. All right. Oh, we have no available worker. Well, we'll just let this little guy clear for a little bit, and then we'll flip-flop him and put him in the whatchamacallit. All right, how are we doing down here? We still have contaminated water. Over here, it is down to 8%, but it is still contaminated. So somewhere in this reservoir is still a large chunk of contamination, which is all fine and good until a beaver jumps in it. I really want the metal, so we're gonna have to start working on this little section here where the metal shop is going to go. The smelter. I always call it the metal shop. Yes, we're going to unlock that. Very good, very nice. I think we need to install another lumberjack over here, but it's not really that big of a deal. We can keep cutting as we go over here. Cassava. Thank you. Oh, see, now that's why I wasn't doing that, because now we're this guy is never going to shut off, because now he is filling all of this. And that is why I did not have that set up like that. It's all right right now because we have enough water, but during a drought period, that's not gonna fly. So I think for right now, we could come in here and we could just put a... No, I'm just gonna change it back. I'm sorry to whomever told me that. Just because I don't... Technically, I just want to be filling this section. This section is enough to get all of our crops back here hydrated and all that fun stuff. So for right now, I just want to do that area. Okay, if we're looking to expand, I might do a little bit more, but for right now, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. All right, I think that our beavers are finally catching up with the... Nope, not with the planks. I was gonna say we can turn the gear workshop back on so that we can get some more large water tanks, but yeah. I do want to get these trees out of here, because this is where I'm thinking, like maybe in here somewhere would be where I'd want to bring through that kind of like reservoir hole that eventually is going to be in there. We are not having any trouble keeping up with the water at the moment, so I'm not really super worried about the many water tanks issue. And we could just throw in some more here somewhere if we needed to. We did get all of the flood diversion put in there, which we could put some more in there if we feel the need. But I think for right now, we're good. Yeah, because we're not even pumping any of this here. We could open those up and take out a few down here. But these ones are closer to where they live, so that's kind of why. All right. Our population is growing a little bit quicker now with that next one. I am going to boosh that. This guy could get opened back up. There's still some more stuff in here that he could get to. I am going to, because I do want to get like most of this cleared out. I'm going to throw a ladder in here because that would make, oh, it doesn't really matter, does it? They can't get to anywhere in there. So we might as well do a stair. Too far from district. We don't really need that. We can come right along there. So let's do that. Oh, we can't go that way. There's no block there. Oh, goodness. It's been a long week. A very long week. All right. Let's see here. We can get to there. If we'd used a ladder instead of the stairs there, it would have made this life a little bit easier. You know what? I think we're going to let him go. And then we are going to throw a ladder in there. That will let us get up into there. It will not let us get to there, but hey, it's all right. It's okay. It's fine. Scrap metal is starting to climb a little bit. We've got some pine resin incoming. All right, so we also need to think about our food production. I would like to get a fermenter in. So let's go boosh, and that will connect the fermenter into that area. That's the gears. We're gonna need some storage. Whoa, they got all of that done. Very good, very nice. We may have coffee beans over here. Very good. You know what? Oh, I'm going to make them do that. And I think we're gonna build some more warehouses. I think we're also gonna change the path structure here. Can we come? Boosh. Yes, thank you. Of course, that one still ran that way. It's all right. All right. That is not what I wanted. I wanted another one of these. Or do we want to do them up here? Oh, we can't because that is not connected and it would be up a level. All right. It's fine. Ba-dum. Alrighty. Now we need some storage over here for the raw materials that we are going to be using. I don't think we need an insane quantity over here, but we also are going to need storage for the finished products. So I'm going to go with tiny long warehouses. And we are going to say that this one is going to be... Where is it? Where are you, Cassava? And then we are also going to need a... Whoops. We're going to need a finished cassava warehouse. So we probably need another warehouse. Yes. Yes, we do. We will temporarily put the fermented cassava there. This will make them happier too and give us a little bit of a boost. We only have 103 cassava at the moment, so it's not like we are going to have a huge boost from it. Got 2 working in there, 2 working in there. Links are starting to come up again. I'm going to, since we now have scrap metal, we need a scrap metal warehouse. I am going to put that right here. We are going to have to yank out that tree so that we can extend the path. And then we are going to say scrap metal. And then I think we need to start building up here. Instead of... We need a drought where this dries out so that we could get down into here. But it would need to be a long drought in order to do that, because I'd like to build over these dead trees, and I'm not going to be able to. But we can connect the... Once those are in, we can connect and start building industry here as well. And that would be a good place. Like, oh, we could have put our fermenter right there, and then it would have been closer to the fields. Interesting. And creates a new power supply section. Very good, very nice. Can you plant a 2 high over a tree? No. All right. How are we doing here? Logs, we're looking okay. Water is up. That was the other thing. I wanted to put some food and water right over here. So let's go ahead and plant a little barrel for water right there. Food is not quite as difficult because it's right there, but... All right, did we find our finished cassava barn? I don't think we need that big of one, is the only thing. I'm really half tempted to... I'm sorry, beavers. I know I'm a horrible, horrible beaver mama. It was almost done. Yeah. I'm the worst. The absolute worst. Okay, tiny long warehouses. Oh, nope, not that one. Let's go ahead and throw a couple in right there for right now. And we are going to say they are going to be fermented cassava. Actually, let's do this one as fermented. This one as... Yeah, they can both be fermented. The regular cassava bin is right there, so it's... I don't think that's as much of a problem. Let's go ahead and boost that down right there. Oh, thank... It's already running. If I'd moved it over one, it would line up directly with the doors. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So we'll see. Does that give us a boost? Now that our beavers are... Oh, we have an injury. Wet fur. I think that's probably because they don't have enough free hours. They're on 18. Holy cow, do you see this? We're in cycle 8, day 12. Like, what the what? I don't think I've ever had a cycle that long. That's crazy. Now that I said that, we'll probably get like the worst of worst bad tides or something. I should shut up. Okay, that little tree, you little tree, are causing an issue. They are starting to get across there, though. I would like to be able to see where we're going, though. We're just gonna jonk. Drought approaching. Okay. Okay. All right, we are gonna have to get the gear workshop back up and running, because we unfortunately are running out of we're out of gears again. We do need some more housing though for this expansion of beavers. We're down to 2 beds, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to 6, 5, 6, 8. Shall we do some row housing? I mean, if I do the... Ooh, look at that. Only problem is... we're gonna need to... Oops. Oh, what happened there? Oh my goodness. Let's see here. That's just wide enough. This is the only spot deep enough to do that way. But we could come down here. That sleeps 8. The regular one sleeps 10, but you get... large row house is 35 logs. This is 40 logs. We get 2 less people, but we take up way less space. Yes, we're gonna boosh boosh. Okay, and make another little housing district. So let's go ahead and ding ding ding. Oh, that's perfect. And then we can just fit another, we can just keep adding there without a problem. Not that we really need those stairs anymore because they come straight down this one. All right, so if we're gonna do that, then we also want to get some amenities over here. Let's see, can we fit a... That kind of sucks that that doesn't fit in there. Will it fit this way? It shall. Okay. Very good, very nice. Then let's also get a couple of different food options. So let's say we do kohlrabies and berries. Oh, I was looking at that and it seemed like berries were low, but it's not really. It's just the maybe we do fermented cassava. And then we continue this path back here. Right? We could get in a scratching post and a hospital bed. Very good, very nice. We need some water over here. So maybe we go ahead and we put in a boosh. Okay. Very good, very nice. I like. Let's see, is there somewhere we do have a little water barrel there? We have a little food there. I think it's time for us to start looking at some of the other things. We need to get in some rooftop terraces. So where can we do that reliably without too much hassle? Oh, our well-being is up to 9. Maybe we just come... Can't see. Oh my gosh. I'm like zoomed in so far just to be able to see, and and then I can't. Okay, so if we put it like right there, but that's kind of a... They're not really going to go there for any reason. I mean, they're not going to come up to this level for that. Maybe we use this little area as like a little way to increase our... It's only 2 deep though, isn't it? Yeah, 2 deep. So we can't fit a campfire back there. But she says... It could become a bridge. it could become a bridge to all of the fun. So we could do, let's see here. We do something interesting for once with our, we need a 2, then a, oh, I wasn't paying attention. I think that's probably good there. Those are already up. We're good there, I think. Okay. Well, shoot. That means we probably just, like, wasted our water that was in there. Because I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Delete. Okay. And then if we put a boosh, 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 that is way more housing than we currently need. Way more housing than we currently need. So we are going to pause some of this. But it will give us the idea of what we are going for. We'll let them build those two. Right. And then I'm thinking we do like a maybe we just do a double. And what can we put in here? Maybe we go ahead and we put a beaver-based right there. Yes, yes. Good, good. And then we could do... Let's see here. In order to build... like some of the rooftop terraces, we would have to do all of that. If we go... maybe we just do unpause. We do those two for right now so that we can get that terrace. And then we would be able to come in here with a second, a third, and a fourth. So bonk, 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 right? And then we would be able to come in here with some of the decor items or a roof. Maybe we build some roofs. Because that would give us some good well-being. I'm going to pause this guy. And we are going to do... see, it's that one. Not enough science. Oh, we ran out of science. But if we did a couple of roofs over here, that would cover part of that. We'll have to wait for the science to accrue again. Then we'd be able to, let's see here. Let's put a, oh, we can't. We got no science. I'm thinking we put maybe a bell or a clock down in here. Beautiful. Okay, we'll let them, that whole thing work its way out. I didn't even pay attention to how long this drought is, but it is currently day 8-2. And I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. We have accomplished quite a bit. We laid out, oh, new house is open. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. We have achieved quite a bit. We increased our population. What we started at like 28, I believe it was. So we've increased our population by quite a bit now. We got the tower to the sky complete so that now we can get our metal and our lumber from up here. They are still working on this bypass. They've almost got that. Oh, please tell me they didn't walk in that bad water to do that. Nope, doesn't look like they did. I must have just had it lower priority. Okay, and then what else did we do? That's it. A lot of storage. Oh, nope. We also got in the fermenter. We got in the fermenter. So I think that's a good run. I am going to go ahead and tick this guy up to a higher priority so that in the next episode we can get our metal going. They still haven't removed this guy too, so I'm gonna pop that one up. We do have a full stack of builders. We don't have anyone that is available really, but I am going to kick up the hauling post just a touch. All right, so I think that is a good amount of progress for today, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate your time. Have a good one. Bye.